Y'all, they did not send their best and brightest. They should have sent better and brighter because, oh my God, the fallout from the Minnesota fraud that is just exploding, it's all over everything, is so toxically bad that all they can say on the lefties at MS Now, because you had to rebrand because your channel sucked, literally is, oh my God, the political weaponization. Hey, all points bulletin, little APB. If you're on the left, get every single microphone you can, and this is exactly the way you deal with $18 billion in fraud and abuse of an entire nanny state. Absolutely. Blame the people who are catching them. Blame the people who are openly saying this is a problem and say it's weaponization when all the evidence is out in the open and everyone sees it. More of this now. Every microphone, boom. Guys, you're going to love this episode. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. We are on a mission, a quest, a holy quest, if you will, to pass the blessings of this generation on to the next, the blessings of this country onto the next generation. All right, let's get back into this. Hit me on X, at Braden LOA. Y'all, I'm not even going to bury the lead. They did not send their best and brightest. I'm here for it. Listen to this. I'm going to lead with the best part, and then I'm going to show you some back stuff that makes it even better. All right, watch this. Here we go. This is MS Now today. Okay, this is all about the Minnesota fraud. You know, the $18 billion. This is the way the lefties have decided to go.
Sure. So these were funds that were meant to go to help feed hungry people during the COVID pandemic, to help keep people in their homes who were at risk of homelessness. So first of all, if there is fraud there, that should be fully investigated, no matter where it is, whether it's in a Democratic-led state, a Republican-led state. I mean,
yeah, it was in a dim state.
So absolutely, it should be investigated. The question is, you know, why is this a priority in a different kind of way? The politicization of the DOJ and the FBI is undeniable. So whether they are reliable narrators is...
Okay, I feel that this is highly needed. I mean, like, have a tall glass of bless your heart. Holy crap. It's weaponization. The question is absolutely who's doing the law enforcing. I mean, oh my goodness, have we really thought there's fraud, whether it's Democrat or red state? We all deal with fraud. Really? We all have $18 billion worth of fraud in our states that's being defrauded from a nanny state that's a lean left blue state, which is extremely high on welfare and very low on accountability. But we all have it. This is what you want to go with. You know what's coming next. But this is what your big move is. You're going to go with, oh my God, but who's doing the enforcing? I mean, can we even trust them? I can trust all the data that is dumped on the internet right now very, very simply and easily. I can also trust all of the different organizations of law enforcement that are like, oh my God, this is awful. But who can we trust? I mean, honestly, y'all, get ready. Here comes the big card. You know it's coming. You can feel it coming like a storm on the horizon. And then I'm going to show you some real stupid from this lady.
Is the big question. And this is what happens when you weaponize and politicize federal agencies that are not meant to be, politicized. And I think the American people are right to ask the question, well, can we trust you? And that's a sad thing to say as an American. Let's recall, too, that there's also other scandals in other states. For example, the Mississippi welfare scandal. And this is not unique to politics.
Methinks you're missing the point, and that's not the argument you want to be making. So, lefties, MS Now, MSDNC, whatever you want to call them, propagandist. If your big argument is $18 billion of fraud is not that big of a deal, and it's not uncommon for government welfare programs. I mean, look at the welfare fraud abuse from the big government handout program in Mississippi. Maybe we should just get rid of all of it. I mean, if your big play here is, oh my God, they're weaponizing. Oh my goodness gracious, the DOJ, can you trust them? I mean, after all, fraud is built into every government welfare program. So, I mean, like, it's kind of just par for the course. Again, every single microphone, every single statement like this, because this is going to translate into the election significantly. Because they can't even call out fraud. This is more of the exact same issue that is systemic in the leftist areas of the nation. You're going to have a heavy-handed welfare state, and you're going to tax and spend the crap out of your population. It's going to get abused by fraud, and you can't say anything because the same sensibilities of giving everyone everything are going to prevent you from being accountable, or holding them accountable, rather. And then it's because welfare across the board has fraud. Our vote, we just look at that. Not exactly the argument you're looking there for, Lefty, but anyway, let's keep on going because we got even more. Watch, here it comes. You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Americans know that. But of course, the other factor here is that because it looks like the Somali population in Minnesota, the Somali immigrant population may have been involved in some way, those people are being scapegoated, and that community is being scapegoated in a way that certainly serves the far right. Sure, so
to borrow Ben Shapiro's line, racism! Okay, let's just go down the aisle here. We're shopping of leftist excuses for their buffoonery. So the first one is weaponization, politicization of the law enforcement. It's all out in the open and everyone knows it. Even Tim Walz is talking about how bad it is. And he's the governor of the frickin' state. This is the big move. Weaponization, politicization of the law enforcement. And after all, with a follow-up soup du jour of, well, all nanny state welfare government programs have fraud. That's not the argument you probably want to be making right now. And then following that up with racism. Okay. Wow, they must be real screwed. But anyway, I told you not the best and brightest. Same woman. Here you go. This is what she said about Bloomberg running for office and very upset about the money he spent in ads. This was a little while ago. Watch how intelligent this one is. I'm telling you, they just crank out stupidity and see what sticks.
But you see it as a possibility if he wants to spend $1 billion beating this guy, he could do it.
Absolutely. Somebody tweeted recently that actually with the money he spent, he could have given every American $1 million.
I've got it. Let's put it up on the screen. When I read it tonight on social media, it kind of all became clear. Bloomberg spent $500 million on ads. U.S. population, 327 million. Don't tell us if you're ahead of us on the math. He could have given each American $1 million and have had lunch money left over. It's an incredible way of putting it.
It's an
it's an incredible way of putting it. And I'm a little bit ahead of him on the math. $500 million, 327 million people, $1 million per person. That's about $1.52 per person, dolt. But please, by all means, what'd she say?
Incredible way of putting it. It's true. It's disturbing. It does suggest, what we're talking about here, which is there's too much money in politics, and it makes it difficult because what we want in politics.
Well, not anymore, because it all got taken by fraud. You dum-dum. Okay, let's keep on going. You know what? Actually, I'm going to save this part for our next one. That was just enough. They're going after him from the federal level as well. But the bottom line here, guys, I'll save this part later. I'm going to scoot this around a little bit. Hold on a second. All right. They're doing it again. Look at this. They just did this 2 days ago, right after Christmas. They're bringing in more welfare states. Sorry if I can hit the button. Look. Take it, Timmy.
Insurance program for you that allows you, again, to take care of what you need to take care of without being forced to choose between your family, your bonding with your child, your own health, and your economic well-being. Because in Minnesota, you can do both, and we've proved that time and time again.
Do you prove that time and time again? Y'all, you need to send this out everywhere because literally when they have nothing, they just go to all the same old stupidity. Politicization and weaponization of enforcement. It's red-handed. It is so bad. Well, it's obviously, there's fraud in all government programs. Okay, let's fix that. And then the third one is racism. Y'all, this is how you know you have them pegged to a wall. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. I'll see you on the next one. There is so much to cover. I'm literally running out of time slots, but we're going to get through this together, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'm Braden. Later.